Hello everyone, Miss Gretchen with Rubies and Moonstones. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, I hope that you like it here and would consider subscribing. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. I really do greatly appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you so much for continuing to tune in and give me that support. So the first thing I want to point out today is the canvas that I'm working on. And so as you can maybe tell, this is the Cinderella canvas, Cinderella by Mandie Manzano, and this is the part that I have completed so far. So I still have a ways to go, but I love that as this pops out, you can see the little mice here, and of course, she is just beautiful here, and I did go ahead and do her hand. So I need to get more of this completed. I am doing this for the mandie'smindblowinmay event. There's also a couple other events that I am trying to also be a part of and just using the same canvas for. One of them is the May DP Along, I think that's what it's called, a part of the DAC Canada Facebook group, but they're not just for Canadians. Yes, it has a lot of Canadians in it, but they are welcoming to everyone. So I am in the USA, but I am a part of that group. I love that group. They are so nice. I love the administrators. It's an amazing group. If you haven't checked them out yet, I highly recommend them. I will try and put a link in my description box for that group, as well as mandie'smindblowingmay if you're interested in that. That's what I am doing this canvas for, and I'm hoping to at least get this one completed. If you happen to watch my plan, I do have another Mandie Manzano kitted up, the Blue Fairy or Fairy Tale Blue. And I will see how soon I get to that one. I love Mandie Manzano. I have a lot of her prints, and I am just going to continue to work on them. So now that I have talked to you about my canvas and the events a little bit, I am going to get this turned around to work on it. I am going to be working in this section for the video. I was just trying to pick an area that would be easy to zoom in on for videoing purposes, so that's where I thought that I would focus. But I did also want to point out a few items before I get into everything else, though. So this is a WIP Chat. WIP stands for work in progress. You are welcome to pull out your own time in painting and work along with me, or you can listen to it in more of a podcast type format and just listen while you do whatever you're doing. I will go over the different items that I happen to be using with you, but I have hit my 250 subscriber goal, and I am amazed by that. And more than that, now on the morning of May 11th, I am at 363 subscribers. So by the time I've gotten around to being able to do this video to thank you for hitting 250 subscribers, I am already 100 subscribers over that, and I can't believe it. I am amazed. Thank you so incredibly much. I am honored, and so in order to show my gratitude and appreciation for everything that you guys have done for me, I am going to do a 250 subscriber giveaway. I've talked about doing this, and so that is going to be a part of this video as well. And I will go through the rules of that here in a little bit once I actually get started on the diamond painting, but I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that I've hit that 250 mark. Thank you so much. We're working on our way up to the 500, and I'll do another giveaway at 500. So, here's my tray minder, by the way. I believe the company I got it from is not making lemonade, something lemonade though. I will put a description, or I will put it in the description box, a link to where I got this. So the magnets, of course, are underneath, and they are quite strong. And there are magnets that connect to all three of these spots. It really holds on to the canvas very well. And it holds my tray in place very well. And I am working on my drafting table now. So I am not at such a huge incline as I was when I was working on my easel. I do think that it would work on an easel, maybe if you were single placing, but probably not to like pick up multiple drills. When I tried working on an easel like that before, the incline was just way too high. So if I would, when I put my pin there, all of the drills would drop. But I put my tray here. My tray, this is at an incline. So if I take this away, you can see that it's going to slide down. So it really does help to keep it in place. And I could not diamond paint on here like I want to without this tray minder. So I really do like it. I've thought about getting two, but I think that the second one would just kind of get in the way more than anything. So I just like using the one right now. But it does work with even larger trays as well. It does support that, so you can really work with any size. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and get you zoomed in and start laying some drills, but I'll talk to you about some other things too. So should point out another thing that I do like about this tray minder is I also can use it to hold back the cover. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pull this back and have it hold back the cover. My tray is still sitting on the plastic, but it can hold back the cover just like a cover minder. The tray minder can serve multiple functions, so that's really nice. So in case you are wondering, I have these little plastic rulers here just to hold on to that edge to help me make my placement along the edge look nicer. And then that way, I feel like if my edges look nice, then the rest of my canvas looks pretty nice. And I like to have just a nice crisp edge line. So that is what I have going on there. I am using, one of my subscribers suggested that I point out the different products that I am using, and so I thought I would go over those with you just in case you are interested, and I will put a link to all of those in the description box below as well. So most of my pens right now that I am using are Diamond Art Club pens. This is a Diamond Art Club pen, and I go back and forth between pens because I have a lot of different tips on them. So this is the 6 multi-placer tip, and it is the Diamond Art Club brand. I really like the thin metal multi-placers. I tried some of those thicker multi-placers. They're still metal tips that you can get from Amazon, where it comes with like all 10 different tips and a variety of, you can get them angled and a whole bunch of different colors, and it comes with like 3 different pens, and they screw on usually. And I really liked the fact that you could just screw them on and off, so you didn't have to figure out a way to make the tips fit like you do with these, but they just aren't as thin, for the drill area, and I struggled to be able to multi-place well with those. And maybe if I would have consistently practiced, I would have been able to master it and be able to use them on a regular basis, but I did not. And so when I switched to using the thin Diamond Art Club multi-placers, I noticed a big difference, and that's when I was able to actually start moving up from just using a 3 or 4 multi-placer to a 6, an 8, and I feel very comfortable with the 6, which this one actually holds 7 squares, but I'm also using the 10, and I'm starting to learn how to use the 12 on square jeweled canvases, but I have not mastered that yet. So, and I'm definitely better at multi-placing with squares than I am with rounds, but that's why with rounds, I usually just use this 6-tip multi-placer. And then depending on the section, so here's the thing. So this is the pin that I probably use the most with the 6 tip multi-placer at the end. Because I'm most comfortable with it, and so I'm able to multi-place anywhere from 2 to 6 round drills. But if I have an area where I have a lot of smaller amounts to place, so here I only have 3, 2, and 1s, and I guess that's all I have left. If I have that happening a lot, like if that's all that I see for one section is that it's going to be a whole bunch of 3s or 2s, then I might switch to a 3-tip multi-placer so that I have just a little bit more control and have to fix it less, because I'm definitely even more confident when I am using just a 2, 3, or 4-tip multi-placer. So I do have several pins, and they all go, let's see, I have the 2 multi-placer tip, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. I did just get the Diamond Art Club pin that has the screw-on tips, but I haven't gotten it out to actually start using it yet. And I got the 7-tip multi-placer to go with that, since I technically don't have a 7, and I wanted to have, at least have a multi-placer on the end of it. But I am pretty set up with these ones that I have right now. So we'll see if I get it out. I've also thought about using it as a part of a giveaway or for an event or something like that. I still think about doing an event, but I should probably have planned that out a bit more in advance. So I don't know. We'll talk about that. So this pen, if you haven't noticed, is not a Diamond Art Club pen. I think it's made out of some type of wood, and I do not know the company that it came from. So what happened is I bought a canvas from someone on that Diamond Art Club, on that Canadian Facebook group page. I believe that it was one where I put out an in search of, and someone contacted me and said that they had the canvas that I was looking for and sent it to me, and they included this beautiful pen, and they said that one of their friends made them or something like that. And at first I wasn't sure if I liked it, but now it is one of my favorite pens. Sometimes my hands can kind of slide around on the, I don't know what kind of material this is. It's some type of plastic, right? So sometimes if my hands have lotion on them or something like that, then they kind of slip around a bit. But if I have this wooden type pen, that definitely doesn't happen. And so I really enjoy using it a lot. In addition to the multi-placers that I use, I also have the single placer tips from Forever Tips, that Australian company that makes these amazing stainless steel tips. And I actually have a few more to place inside my I have a couple pins that I haven't switched it out on yet, like this one. And so I got the Forever tip to replace the brass tip here, and I'm going to do a video on how that's done. But I just haven't gotten around to doing that. I've just been so busy. But I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm trying to stay focused on all of the different things that I use, and I won't go into as much detail on all of the different products that I use in every video, like all of these tips and stuff, but I will in this one since it's the first time I'm talking about it. So I do have the stainless steel forever tips in the end of my pins, and I love them. And then I use glue dots in my single placer, and I love doing that as well. I love the little popping sound that it makes. It doesn't make it every time. It depends on how much, how recent the glue is in there. And then sometimes my glue dot gets some of my putty on it, and then it stops making that little noise for a bit, but it usually will start making it again after a little while once it gets, I don't know, used up a bit. So, I guess I kind of need my other multi-placer to finish out this section over here. So I may have to pause my video to go attend to my 10-month-old, and so obviously you won't notice a difference because it will basically just pause and come right back, but the setup might not be exactly the same. So, but he does seem to be waking, and I forgot to put in my little disclaimer about the bulldog snoring as well, so sorry about that. I hope that that doesn't bother anybody if you do hear her snoring. I personally find it quite soothing. So maybe y'all might find it soothing too, huh? I don't know. Ooh, that was a nice glue dot pop. Yeah, there's another one. Okay. So I'm going to just focus on this area. I usually lay out a lot more black, but for this WIP Chat, I'm going to switch it out. This is the Firefly tray, and it is the Inferno Nano. I love how it says push there for the terrestrial tray, and then it has, the name of the tray type here. The little flip tab here is getting a little loose, but I use this tray practically all of the time. I do have it in another color as well. I have it in a dark green, and I have a couple others. But I really like this smaller tray size. It fits my tray minder really well. But I did just go ahead and put in another order because I really prefer this switch style for opening up the trays. And actually you're supposed to just go like that. This one's really firm still. You're supposed to be able to just pinch and open it like that. Sometimes I use my fingernail and I open it, but this is one of the switch designs. I think it's just the plain switch. I just ordered the Switch Plus and the Switch Mini. So I love those, and I definitely don't use all of my trays, so I'm going to have to figure out how to redistribute those as well. There's nothing wrong with them. I just have found that I prefer to use certain ones, and that's what I end up using. So, okay, putty. This is the putty that I have started using, and I really, really like this putty. So Randa's Crafty Corner, I'm currently using the Vanilla Orchid putty. It is a really nice florally scent for springtime, but you know, I smell it when I put fresh putty in, but I don't really smell it as I'm working. So it's such a nice light scent. I don't know if other companies that have scented putties out there have really overpowering scents, but I don't think that I would like that. I don't think I would like having something that I smell very strongly while I am working all of the time. I think that would really bother me. It's nice that it has a light little scent to it, but it's not overpowering. And it works really well, and I don't have to replace it very often. I've been starting to try to track how often I actually switch my glue dots out and how often I have to switch the putty. And then with the putty too, you know, once this side gets dirty and maybe isn't picking up quite as well, before I completely replace it and throw it out, I flip it over and use the other side that has not been used, and you can tell a big difference. The used side kind of ends up looking a bit gray and stuff just from all of the different colors that you use and the dirt that it picks up. And then when I pull it out to flip it over, you can see the fresh stuff is very, very white. So this one works really well for me. I really wonder if it helps if the putty is from somewhere that is in a similar climate to your own. So this putty comes just from one state away from where I am at, and so I feel like it has been what is most successful to me out of the few that I have tried. I have not tried every single putty out there. I tried a couple and found that I really liked Randa's Crafty Corner best. And so that is what I am using. I'm going to have to adjust this one a little bit. It's a little too close. That happens sometimes. I love that about these rulers. I use these little rulers so much. But they just stick right down to that glue, and so it holds it in place, and then that way it helps me line up my edges so that hopefully my edges look relatively straight. I know that my placement's not perfect, but in the end it always seems to look okay. So but it really helps with that. And then once I finish laying drills in this section, then I put down plain thin masking tape, and that works really well. I could put washi tape down there, but I find I just like the plain white thin masking tape best. That way I'm still able to read my schematic. And I don't know, I just prefer that look myself. So let's see, pin tips, types of pins, types of trays, tray minder, putty. Something about the pins though that I wanted to point out. One of my subscribers, a Pona girl, she suggested that I look for some pins that look like rubies and moonstones that to go with my channel name, and I thought that was a really, really good idea. I haven't really ever looked for other pins and specific pin designs really very much at all. I found a couple in a D-stash recently that do look like the ruby and moonstone colors, and so we'll see if I can get a hold of those. But it would be fun to actually have a company make a special pen for me that goes with my channel name. I thought that was a really cute idea, and so I'm going to get on that. I'm going to try and look into that a bit more so that I can have a ruby and moonstone type colored pin be the primary pins that I use. So thank you so much for that idea, because I love that idea. I love all of the comments, you guys. That has been so much fun for me. That's why I started this channel, was to have a community to engage with, and so being able to have a bunch of comments and be able to talk to you and start having these dialogues and getting to know you in that way, it's really fun for me, and I really enjoy it. And especially when I see that your same name pop up again, and I see your little pictures and stuff. I'm a visual person, so lots of times I notice your picture and recognize that, and it reminds me of the other conversations that we have. And I really enjoy that. And so please keep commenting. Please keep liking my videos too. That really helps the channel. I don't know how YouTube does all of the algorithm stuff, but I do know that the more time that you actually watch a video, if you comment on the video, and of course if you like the video, all attributes to how much your video is shown to other random people to help them find it. So so anytime that you like my video, thank you. If you don't like my video, would you tell me why? I want to improve. So if there's something that I'm doing that I should do differently, please tell me. And I will try and get better and see what I can do for that. I think I've gone over all of the different things that I use. If I forgot something, let me know. My light pad, I guess, is the only other thing I still am using, an A3 light pad. My mom got an A2 one recently. I haven't really talked to her yet to see how much she likes the difference. I know that she's still using her easel. She got an easel just like the one that I had been using, and that's the way that she still does it. So having the larger light pad helps her be able to work with a larger canvas on the easel, I think. But speaking of mothers, I am hoping to get this out very soon. It is May 11th right now, which means tomorrow is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to every single mother, stepmother, grandmother, great-grandmother, aunt, sister, parental figure, anybody. Anybody who is a mother type figure to a child, whether they be old or young. Happy Mother's Day to all of you, and thank you for everything that you do for all of us. Mothers, I feel, are the most underappreciated people for all of the work that we do. So definitely deserve a day to be recognized for that. And I hope that everyone gets to do something special and relaxing. Whatever it is that you want to do for your Mother's Day, I hope that you get to do that. For me, it will be diamond painting all day. That is what I would want to do. Now, I would like to get to hang out with my kids too, but I also wouldn't mind just getting to sit by myself and diamond paint all day. So I talked about this in my plan video, but so I have washi tape on the bottom of this jar and it is empty now, so I need to refill it. So I've gone and found the matching number. I have a C on the front since this is for my Cinderella kit. And then I will pull out my little funnel and refill it. So my 10-month-old has officially woken up, so I am going to go take care of him quick and then come back and finish the video. I feel like I have so many things that I want to talk about. It's been so long since I have done a WIP and chat. So, but I also don't want this video to be too long. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I am back. I know that from your end you don't notice a difference in the fact that I had to leave for a bit, but I am back. So now we can finish the video. And the only thing that I don't like about having to pause and come back in a situation like this is I kind of forget where I was and what I was talking about. And I do feel like I have kind of randomly been all over the place, but that's kind of how all of my videos, my WIP and chats go, which maybe is typical. But so I do feel like before I forget and get interrupted by another child waking up soon, I want to address the giveaway. So how that works, I'm going to run it like I ran it last time. So I am going to give you a code word, and then you will need to put the code word in the comment section in a complete sentence and be a subscriber. So make sure that you are subscribed as well. And once you have written the code word in a complete sentence and subscribed to the channel, you will be entered into the giveaway. The giveaway will be for a $25 gift card to Diamond Art Club, which will be emailed to you. The giveaway is something that I am doing completely on my own. It is not associated with Diamond Art Club. It is not associated with YouTube or anything like that. I mean, the only way that it's associated with Diamond Art Club is the fact that it's a Diamond Art Club gift card, but other than that, it's not. You know, I am not affiliated with Diamond Art Club. My giveaway is not affiliated with Diamond Art Club or YouTube in any way. So those are kind of the YouTube rules that I need to follow. So I need to make sure that I state them, at least as far as I understand how YouTube rules and giveaways work, etc. So also, once the winner is announced, then I have the winner go back into their original comment and add another word just to verify that it is the actual person contacting me. So if you are the winner, I will have you email me, and then I will tell you to go add a word to your original comment, and that way it verifies that it's actually you who reached out to me, and then I will send you the Diamond Art Club gift card. So that is how it works. And I also want to set a close date. So it is currently May 11th as I film this, and I am hoping to get this up a lot sooner than later. So I am going to close this entry, let's do on May 20th. So anybody who posts the code word on or before May 20th will be eligible to be a part of the 250 subscriber giveaway. So that being said, I try and just think of a random code word as it comes to me, and in this case, it's mouse. I guess it's because there are those cute little mice on this canvas that I pointed out to you at the beginning of the video. So you can put the word mouse in any way, whether it is the rodent or it is the computer mouse. You can use the plural form mice. I'm not going to be specific on that. So just make some type of a comment about a mouse or mice or something like that. So Maybe that is a strange code word, but you know what? I got to pick something random. So that's what it is going to be for this one. I think that I remembered to include everything about the giveaway in that little chat. So if you do have any questions about it, please let me know. You can leave me a comment. My email is also always in the description box, so you can always shoot me an email as well. I feel like I have so many things that I want to talk about, and I just don't know what else to all talk about in this video, because I also don't want to make my WIP and chats be too long. So I think today I just want to go back to talking about mothers and Mother's Day, and to do a shout out to my mom. I know that I have talked about her before, but she is an amazing woman, as I hope all of us would say about our own mothers. And she is so supportive, and I have not always been the easiest daughter to get along with. I'm trying to think of like a fun story to tell about my mom and myself, and I don't know, early in the morning here, I am struggling to think of a good one. But when I think of my mom, I think about how when I was young, we lived in a smaller town, and there was a larger community nearby. It was about a 20-minute drive that had all of the big stores to go to. You know, it has the Walmart and Target and the mall and all of that kind of stuff. So that's where we would, lots of times, we would drive to that town to do all of our shopping and stuff. And so I remember going on drives, you know, whether she was driving because I was too young, or once I was old enough that she would, you know, let me be the driver to practice driving, and that we would drive up there. And even on days that we weren't going to go shopping and stuff, just on a regular day, going to and from town to school and things like that, Mom and I would always talk about my day, and I would go through like everything. I would tell her, well, in first period we did this and this happened, and then in second period we did this and this happened, and go through all of my classes and just tell her literally about everything that happened in my day. And I think about how most teens are stereotyped, and kids, and you ask them, you know, how was your day? What did you learn about? And they always say nothing, you know, didn't do anything, didn't learn anything, nothing new. And I would always go over everything about my day with my mom. I'm sure I wasn't always like that, but if I was having a good day, I would go through everything with her, and it was always a lot of fun. So we were really close when I was younger. I am the baby of the family, so I think that moms always have an extra soft spot for the youngest child, and so I did get to have that special year when it was just me and my parents and no other siblings in the house. And I got really close to my mom that year as well. That my dad actually had gotten West Nile virus just before that. No, it was during my senior year. It was. And so my mom and I were really close that year, helping him recover and taking care of the farm while he was unable to do so. And that's kind of a whole story in and of itself, which I'm not sure I'm going to go into, definitely not today. But it was a challenging time. It was my senior year of high school. There's a lot going on then, and I do feel like Mom and I got really close, and were really close during that time, just being really supportive of each other. Then I went to college. I was not as close with my mom then. So mom would always call and check in and things like that. But I did not have a lot of friends when I was in high school. I started having more and being more social my senior year, but I can't remember if I referenced this in a different video or not. But I do have anxiety and social anxiety and things like that, and so I just was not very social when I was younger, especially in those awkward early teen years. And but then my senior year, I kind of started to socialize a bit more, especially once I was able to drive and go to other communities, since there were a lot more kids. Well, since I grew up in a small town with only about 50 kids in my graduating class, you knew everybody, and I don't know that. So you either liked them and got along with everybody, or you didn't. And it's not like I didn't get along with everyone. I did. I just didn't have people that I socialized with on a regular basis within my own town. So then when I went to college, I met a lot of people and became quite social. And I would refer to myself as like a social butterfly. And so at that point in my life, I did not speak with my mother as often. And so we did kind of drift apart a bit during that time. And for a few years after that, I don't think that is uncommon for kids to go through a period of time in their life where they are, more interested in the friendships that they are making and those social aspects than being good kids and family members. But, I remember mom calling me, but then being with my friends and just not really wanting to talk on the phone. So we didn't really talk all that much then. Besides, letting mom know that I was okay, and I would talk to her more later. And, there were some rough years, and then things got better, and now mom is one of my best friends that I have ever had. What am I saying? Mom is my best friend. She is. My husband is my best friend as well, but there is just something different about the relationship between your mom and yourself. So, I am so incredibly grateful for everything that she has done for me and my husband and my children. She is the best grandma. She comes in, watches the kids, and in fact, they're supposed to stop over today, my mom and dad, and they got a new puppy, a Pyrenees Mastiff puppy. It's going to be so huge, and so they're going to be coming over today, and my daughter is so excited that they're coming. She always gets so excited when she hears that grandma is coming, and grandma came and took care of the kids recently when my babysitter was busy. And the only thing is when grandma takes care of the kids, then grandma kind of lets them get away with everything. And so then when it's time for me to take care of the kids again and be mom again, then I am not nearly as much fun because I say no, and I don't let us have cookies all the time. And but I think that's one of the excuses for grandparents, and they like to spoil the kids and let them do what they want and have their way, and that's why they have such a special relationship. So I was talking to my sister about it when I had my son. My mom and dad, my mom and dad took care of my daughter while we were in the hospital with him, and because we were in the hospital for about a week. And so she was with them and she had a really, really good time. But, you know, when she came back, not only were we dealing with the difficulties of, you know, adding a new baby brother to the mix where we're not getting all of the attention that we used to get from mom, but also I don't know how to refer to it, but just this change in leadership where you know, she used to have a specific routine and be told yes or no to certain things, but at grandma's house she got to do whatever she wanted to, and so it's like you have to retrain your children to listen to all of the rules and do all of the things that they're supposed to do, that they were just kind of allowed to get away with when they were over at grandma and grandpa's house. But and so my sister joked with me about it and said that that it's kind of the same way, and I can't remember exactly how she phrased it, but you know, that it's great when the kids go over to grandma and grandpa's house and they have so much fun, but there's like and you have, you know, a week off or a few days off from being a parent, but then you have to go through this whole like reparenting training period of time to get them reacclimated to just living with mom and dad and not grandma and grandpa. So, but I'm not saying that because I don't appreciate everything that you guys do. I do, and I understand why you spoil the kids and they love you for it. It's just part of being a parent, is you've got to be the bad guy sometime, and when you're grandma and grandpa, I guess you get to be the extra good, special, cool parental figures who, you know, give the kids ice cream before dinner and all of those types of things. Oh, you want to stay up a little bit longer? Sure, why not? You want to watch some TV before bed? Sure, why not? You want to wear the same pajamas in, you know, 3 days in a row? Sure, why not? I'll wash them. You want to wear the pajamas all day? Sure, why not? I'll wash them. You know, like, that's what grandmas do. Mom says, no, we've worn these pajamas. It's time to wear some different pajamas. I will wash them when I do the laundry on the weekend, and then you can rewear them after that. I don't know. I'm sure all of you moms and grandmas know what I'm talking about. I hope so. I hope it's the same or similar. But yeah, my parents are awesome. I'm sure that I've referred to them before, but happy Mother's Day, Mom. You are the best mother and grandmother. We are so lucky to have you. You are also such an amazing mother-in-law. And I can't remember if I've mentioned this before or not. And I don't know, maybe you didn't watch my other WIP Chats before. If I did, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, but my husband lost his mother before I met him. So he has not had a mother figure for quite a long time. And so it is just extra special to me to have my mom and dad, because he's lost his dad now too, be so close with my husband. So so thank you for everything that you do for him as well. I know that he is very appreciative for all of the extra support and guidance that you provide him as well. So so I can't get past a WIP and Chat. You know, I'm filming this the Saturday before Mother's Day without doing a little bit of a shout out to my mom, and then to, again, you know, thank every other mother figure out there for your support as well. You know, and I also feel, you know, stepmom is a different role, but stepmoms deserve recognition too. I am a stepmom as well, and my stepdaughter and I have have gone through different periods of time. It's not like we've never gotten along. There have been some times that have been a bit more challenging than others, but she's a really good kid, and I was always really afraid of her having a negative opinion of me just from like all of the Disney movies. The step parent is always a bad person. Have you noticed that? And so I was afraid that, you know, when we got married, she would think that I was an evil stepmother. And she even said something to me one time, like, I don't know why Disney movies, or in movies, why they always make out the stepmoms to be so mean because you're a really good stepmom or something like that. She did say something like that to me one time, and it meant the world to me. She's just such a sweetheart. She's 16 years old now, so it's a totally different ball game. But I remember my husband's sisters messaging me Happy Mother's Day before I had my own children, and it felt weird to me. I felt like I didn't deserve that recognition because I was just a stepmom, you know, but stepmoms have very unique and different relationships with the children too, whether you are with the primary care provider of the child, whoever has primary custody, or you have, you know, are the secondary custodial parent, as it is in my case. And we just, I feel like I have a very different relationship with her than I do with my own kids, because I mean, she does have her own mother and she has a relationship with her, and I would never, ever, ever want to try and replace her mother in any way. I know that it's kind of an issue, but I just want my stepdaughter to know how much I love her, and I just want her to be happy and successful and to know that she can always come to me and talk to me about anything. I am never going to try and be her mom. I am just trying to be another positive female in her life, who will always be there to provide her support and guidance, and especially if there's ever anything going on that she does not want to tell her mom about or her dad about, that she can come to me. I want to be that person, you know. Obviously I will tell her parents if they need to know, but if it's something that she just feels more comfortable talking to a separate adult about that they don't need to know about, then I'm happy to help her with whatever the situation may be and just keep it between the two of us as well. So yeah, moms, y'all are amazing and deserve that special day. And I know I kind of referenced it before, but I do hope that you all get to do whatever you want to do for Mother's Day. And if you are too busy on Mother's Day to do whatever you need to do, I hope that you are able to find another day this week to do something relaxing just for yourself. Because we never stop. You know, even though it's Mother's Day, you are still taking care of your kids. You are still, you know, feeding everybody, cooking, cleaning, doing all that kind of stuff. We never have a day off from parenting, right? So, and dads, I'm going to give you all your recognition when it's Father's Day. So, but you know, you're amazing too. And we are appreciative of everything that you do to help us with our children as well. So I guess the only other thing I want to, I don't know, like I said, there's a lot of different things I was kind of wrote down to talk about, but there's just not all that much time to get into all of it and have a reasonably lengthed WIP Chat. So I will try and post another one soon. I have been so incredibly busy with my work right now that I apologize for not getting to this video until now. And I don't know, chances are most people don't listen to this all the way through, so they won't even hear this part. But at my work, the end of the year is just nuts. I have had multiple meetings every single day, and during the year, it's like I would have a meeting after school, you know, one day a week. You know, if I had an after school meeting 3 days of a week, that was a busy week, you know. But here now at the end of school, I have had meetings every single day, and it's not just one meeting. I have at least 2 meetings, if not 3 or 4 meetings every single day. And so I am trying to make all of those meetings, and I have to write reports before all of those meetings. So I am just trying to, you know, keep my head above water by making sure that my reports are written the day before the meetings, that I make it to all of my meetings, and all that good stuff. And then that I have 3 meetings left for Monday the 13th, right? Yeah, I have 3 meetings left for Monday the 13th, and then I will be done with all of my meetings and will be able to just focus on like finishing up all of my paperwork. School ends on the Tuesday of this next week, and so then once the students are all gone, I can really buckle down on finishing my paperwork, and I've got to move offices and stuff over the summer. So I need to pack up all of my things and switch offices, and I never got organized when I moved back in this fall, so I need to get my offices organized over there as well. But yeah, work has been nuts. But once I get through all of these meetings and I get all of this paperwork done, then things are going to be so much more relaxed. It's going to be summer break, and I am going to be able to be a lot more selective in how I spend my time. I am still going to need to spend some days at the office working on organizing and setting up my offices since I didn't have time for that this fall. But I am excited to see how much I'm going to be able to diamond paint this summer. I am making a list of all of the things that I need to do. But then I also just want to spend a lot of time diamond painting and making videos. And this is where I've thought about trying to do an event. But I haven't had a chance to do much planning for that. So it's probably a little too late to try and do it. Although maybe I could try and do a small one to just kind of learn what all goes into an event and see how it goes. And then try and do something bigger next year, but we'll see. I can't think of a really good event name. I was trying to think of something that has to do with summer or the fact that like we're on summer break, something about teacher appreciation. I don't know, something along those lines. But I don't know. I haven't thought of anything good. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And so, yeah, so I'm hoping to be able to make a lot more videos this summer. I've got some ideas for a few different videos that I'm going to do. If you happen to have seen my video where I showed you all of the different canvases that I've kitted up, you know, I'm going to be working on them, obviously, and I don't work on all of them at the same time. I should point that out. Like, I do have more WIPs than probably most people just for video content purposes. You know, so I have the Where the Fun Never Ends that I really need to work on. But I want to get this canvas completed for the Manzano event. And then I could start working on Where the Fun Never Ends for my time-lapse series again. And I do still have the astronomer painting that I need to continue working on. And maybe I'll try and do a row of that here when I get done with Cinderella. But I I don't know, because magic roses, I really want to get magic roses done. And I actually did do the top row of that. So I have started that one. So although I do have multiple projects kitted up, I don't consider them WIPs until I've actually laid drills. So if I take that into account, then I technically have 4 WIPs, I think. So, because I have Where the Fun Never Ends for my time-lapse series, which, like I said, I don't really count that one because that is just a separate thing that I do for YouTube, and I wouldn't be working on it in the way that I'm working on it if it wasn't for the YouTube video reason. Do you guys like the time-lapse videos? I think that they're really fun to make. They definitely don't get as many views as some of my other videos, so I don't know. Maybe it would be better if I could get all of the diamond painting down into one video versus posting it in different sections, but I was just kind of trying to share my progress and get a video posted, so I guess we'll see the difference when I'm able to do that. So, okay, so I have Where the Fun Never Ends, Astronomer, that I am continuing to struggle through, but I'm bound and determined to try and get it done. I'm going to have to put a lot more time and effort into it if I actually want to get it done by the end of the year, though. And then I have Cinderella, the one that I'm working on right now. So I should have said Where the Fun Never Ends is by Mandie Manzano. Astronomer is by Miles Pinckney. And then I have Cinderella by Mandie Manzano, and I have officially started Magic Roses by Yanovia Art. So 4. So I technically have 4 canvases that I have drills on at the moment that are not completed, that are works in progress. And then I do have kitted up per the video that I posted, but if you didn't see it, I have kitted up Fairy Tale Blue by Mandie Manzano, Lost with You by Richard Lorenz, and that's it. Those are the only 2 other ones that I have kitted up that I haven't started laying drills on. I thought about doing a small one, but I have not gone forward with that because I do like having something little to work on in my kitchen. For example, this morning I made my coffee and let the dog out and then had to wait for her to come back inside. So I sat down at my dining room table and I have some coasters that I bought back. I bought them before Christmas to make for my sisters and my mom and dad. And I just never got them done because I got way too into the canvases that I was working on and didn't want to do the coasters at that point in time. So those are nice, small little things to be working on upstairs, and that's an easy thing to put away. So I might just do that as my small side project upstairs, as well as working on finishing paintings, like by painting their edges or cutting off the edges or however I decide I'm going to frame things. So I guess I'm working on those. I don't know if that, I guess that should count as a work in progress too. And I did finally get my first paint gems, which I filmed an unboxing of. I'm not sure if I'm going to post that or not. We'll see. Because that's just kind of a different thing for me. I wasn't sure what to expect. But I got one set that I thought my daughter would really like, but I didn't realize that all of their designs are with square drills, which I prefer squares, but for her to learn how to lay diamonds, I figured that it would be easier for her to learn with rounds. But I thought the small size of the paint gems would be really good for her. So I bought a set that, I can't remember what it's called, Rainbow something, that has unicorns and princesses and things like that on it. And then And then I bought a mystery box set because I've always been interested in the mystery designs that Diamond Art Club does, but they're just so big and I'm not sure if I would actually like doing one of those. I'm not sure how my eyes would do with a kit that has images so well blended. So I thought that I would check out the Paint Gem mystery set and see how that goes and see if I like it, if I enjoy it, and if I enjoy the surprise of figuring out what the image is and all of that kind of stuff. I do think that that will be fun, but then it's can I handle the process of just the black and white symbols, and could I handle that on a much larger scale with the Diamond Art Club or other companies' mystery kit designs? I don't know. We'll see. I definitely haven't done one yet. I'm not sure if I am ready to, but so yeah, so I've got those on the horizon as well. And I thought that those would be good projects to work on upstairs in the kitchen too, just because of their small size. So I could do that instead of doing another small canvas, but okay. I think that this has been a long enough video at this point. I'm not sure even how long I recorded since I had to stop and, you know, take care of my little one. So my videos will be kind of matched up, but like I said, I have a lot of other things I wanted to talk about. I have some other projects that I'm planning that I wanted to talk to you about. But now, as you know, it's going to be summertime and I'm going to have more time for myself. I should have more time to actually work on making more videos and some more tutorials, some more WIP chats and things like that. And I don't know, what other types of videos would you like to see me do? Do you have any suggestions and ideas of things that you, would like to see other content? Do you have any ideas or suggestions on any other content that you would like me to put out? And I would gladly look into that and see if that's something that I could do. I'm always willing to take suggestions and feedback, you know, positive or negative. If it's negative, I just ask that you be nice about it, and I can take constructive criticism. I want my channel to be a positive community and somewhere where we can all communicate and have fun together. And so if you have some other additional content ideas, please let me know, and I will see what I can do about making a video of that for you and things like that. So okay, yeah, this has been a long enough video and I have rambled on long enough. I'm sure I have repeated myself and I don't even know what and how we got from point A to point B, but again, I want to thank everyone for subscribing and for continuing to make my channel what it is today. And I look forward to celebrating that with you through the 250 subscriber giveaway. So please make sure that you put that comment in the comment section below, and that you are subscribed and follow all the rules that I talked about at the beginning of the video. So yes, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a like. If you would like to see more of my content as I create it, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you ever have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you. Like I said, I really love those comments. I really enjoy being able to have those fun conversations with you. So please keep leaving comments and, you know, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help my channel. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Have a fabulous day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And yeah, all right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.